Arnie, I don't think we stand much of a chance when we're playing in this tank. Hi everyone, it's QuickyBaby and welcome back to World of Tanks. And I basically feel as if I've just got in a time machine and gone back 10 years. Yes, I decided to go down the German heavy tanks as they're currently top of the tree on the European server, and also I guess on the NA server and the Asia server as well for the top of the tree event, which is called To the Top, I guess, on the NA server. The Tiger II was the first ever tier 8 tank I got. And the reason why I'm saying is as if I've gone back 10 years is, of course, I'm on my Plays for Free account. And I don't whiff free experience. I don't spend anything on this account. Let me give you the whole spiel. Plays for Free is an account that I started in 2018 because I felt like I didn't know what it was like to still play the game anymore unless you have crap tons of money and you throw your wallet at the game. I'm a community contributor. It's important for me to stay in touch with the community to be able to make more informed decisions and to give better feedback to wargaming for all of the free-to-play players. So that's why I have the Plays for Free account. And that's why I do stupid things like play the Tiger II stock. It's a real thing. People have to do it. I'm currently using a durability device with a gun ram and vents on this thing, and everything else is awful. I'm using the 88mm, which comes from the Tiger. Although when I think about it, it's not that bad of a tier 8 gun. Apart from that gold pen 237, that's pretty awful. I'm using a stock turret, and the stock turret on this tank only has 100mm of penetration. That's right, when you see a Tiger II and the turret looks like this, you should basically just be rubbing your hands with glee and kind of licking your lips at the anticipation of being able to get off a huge farm against them. But still, let's see if I've learned anything in the last 10 years, and whether in this matchup I'm still going to be able to do okay, even though I've got the stock gun, even though I've got the stock turret, stock tracks, although I do have the engine and the radio from the previous tank, because of course you can unlock those on the Tiger. One thing I didn't realize is that this vehicle's rate of fire with the stock turret is actually pretty good. I've got 2,153 DPM with this gun. So the Tiger II stock, as long as you can actually manage to penetrate, and as long as you can just ask your opponents to not have to get you, or in the turret, I guess, is actually fairly proficient. And when you get a gun rammer and vents on this thing, it actually seems to be able to pick apart its opponents fairly quickly indeed. Alright, so immediately we've dealt with the Tiger P. We're going to be continuing to advance across this flank. We've taken the corner of the map. The enemy team didn't feel that it was important to try and win the northeast. Really surprises me. I would have expected the T-34 to always go towards the northeast of this map, and I was expecting to have a very hard time against them. Ooh, that aim time definitely doesn't feel very good. 2.5 seconds aim time on this stock turret, and pretty bad dispersion values as well. Unfortunately for us, yeah, you're right, Arnie, the SP1C is actually going to live, but hopefully not for too much longer. Maybe we're going to be able to catch a shot against them. Come on, Tiger, you got that. I'm actually going to trust my Tiger to be able to finish off the SP1C, and instead I'm going to be shooting towards the Chi-Ri. And I have to admit, this is such a good feeling, such a good vibe to be playing a stock Tiger II. Just for like old times sake, right? I remember being completely free to play in World of Tanks for my first 6 months to a year. I was a poor student. I was in the middle of finishing my PhD, which I eventually did manage to complete, even though I do have a ridiculous addiction to YouTube and Twitch and World of Tanks. But I couldn't afford premium tanks, let alone premium time. And so I had to be able to grind through all of my tanks with pain and suffering. But I have to admit, it did feel very rewarding when you finally managed to get them upgraded. I tell you what feels rewarding though. The fact that we just dealt pretty much the whole tank to that T-34-3. Goodness gracious, boys and girls. A stock Tiger II is not meant to deal with tier 8 premiums. So in this situation, I have a bit of a freak-out moment. I realize the ISU-122S is stuck, and so I come around the corner to go after the Super Hellcat. Now I'm ammo-racked, and I realize, okay, I've got to get forwards. Unfortunate that we bounced the shell there against the Hellcat, but hopefully we're going to be able to finish them off. So in this situation, do I kill the ISU-122S, who's got themselves in a very awkward scenario, or shall I focus on the Chi-Ri? Well, the ISU-122S is still going to spot me, and he also stops me from being able to go in front of them. So I decided to go after the ISU-122S while I've got them there, and also, if I end up winning this game, it'd be quite nice to actually get some experience to be able to unlock some of the modules on this vehicle as well. So having dealt with the ISU 122S, I come around the corner and I find that there's a UDES in the position over there. I ping the map in a line to let my team know exactly where the UDES is and write it out. Okay, so in this kind of situation, I'm kind of worried about the UDES possibly getting a shot on us, but I really don't think there's too much that I can do. So I'm going to slinky on back around this building to where that dastardly Chi-Ri got an ambush off on us, and hopefully we're going to be able to see if we can handle the Japanese medium tank. Oh, once again, such a feels-good moment to be playing through the Tiger line. Once again, it's actually in a really competitive position. I had great fun playing the Tiger, and if you want to see some of my escapades in the stock Tiger, and also when I finally got it upgraded on the free-to-play account, then make sure you give this video a like and let me know in the comments down below if you'd like me to see me playing the Tiger as well, free-to-play. Alright, so we're up to 4 kills right now. I don't have time to mess around. Unfortunately, the stock tracks and the lack of turbo make me feel quite slow and lumbering. But I'm not really worried about the cap circle. There's a 45 TP and a P43 Tur, and there's an STA1 and a Tiger P who should easily be able to just interrupt that T34. So I think that my focus right now has to be going after this Chi-Ri. And there we go, 5 kills up now. However, having finished off that Chi-Ri and seeing that the STA1 and the Tiger P are just really not doing anything about it, and the P43 Tur doesn't seem to be so inclined, I am starting to get very nervous. So I say, guys, save cap, give me time. And that's because I'm going to have to fight my way through an IS here, a tier 7 Soviet heavy tank, and also maybe try and get this E25 to boot. So the E25 gets shot once by my team. I'm going to shoot at them rather than shoot at the IS in this scenario, and we managed to actually get a good ricochet off the armor. And you see that I stopped for a couple of times to say cap, and you're kidding me. Are you actually kidding me that this STA1 and this Tiger P are not going to do anything about it? Guys, come on, what are you doing? You've got 355 hit points. I pinged the map a bunch of times. The Tiger P shoots the E25, and oh dear. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, that was frustrating. Well, while I've definitely got about 10 years older, I don't feel like my teams have got 10 years better in this situation. How frustrating can it possibly be that our team didn't do anything to take out a T-34 that was sitting on 81 hit points in the cap? I have no idea what the STA1 was doing in this situation, why he didn't just go and interrupt the T-34, why our Tiger P didn't focus on just getting the interrupt off, why our Peter managed to take so long to be able to get behind him. Maybe he's stock as well. In fact, he's only got 1,000 hit points, so he's probably stock because he doesn't have the top turret. Well played to the T-34 for capping out, because I tell you what, if you hadn't, I would have definitely finished you off and been able to pick up a Radley Walters medal in this game. Oh my lord, how frustrating can it be when you're playing a completely stock tank and you manage to get yourself 4,800 damage and 700 assistance and 6 kills, and it's still not a win? Why do I still play this game? Luckily, the saving grace was that even though my team couldn't manage to get us across the finishing line, I still managed to get an ace tanker because we got a high caliber, a steel wall, and a top gun, which gives us courageous resistance, which actually means that this was a 1,500 base experience game, going way above and beyond what even an upgraded Tiger II would usually have to do. And when we were completely stock, yeah, this was kind of a feels good moment. Wow, sounds like there was a Tiger II outside my house there for a second. And I don't think I fired any gold rounds as well, so I make a tasty 61,000 credits profit. Always one of the most rewarding things about playing on that plays for free account, when you still go back and you play the game like everyone was 10 years ago. It was such a different game compared to all of the gold noobery now, and I'm not judging. You know, if you've got the credits and you've got the currency, if it gives you an advantage, you know what, use it. But to go down this trip down memory lane, almost as if we've got into a time machine as to how people actually used to have to play World of Tanks, and to come out on top, sure, that was a feels good moment. yeah, obviously lots of tigers around outside. Anyway, ladies and gents, boys and girls, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, however, give it a thumbs down. And remember to make sure you give the video a like if you want to see me feature some stock tiger gameplay from my Plays for Free account as well. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you soon.